Rick Perry's Florida co-chair has been chosen, and it's a woman that I had not heard of before. Her name is Pam Olson, and it turns out that she is the founder of the Tallahassee House of Prayer. And
By the way, really, really good, the Tallahassee House of Prayer. Yeah, I mean, look, if you're on the road and you're driving and you just feel like a good, hearty meal, you slide into the Tallahassee House of Prayer. Get the blueberry pancakes. Continue.
That sounds delicious. I should try it one day. Anyway, so she's given many speeches. She's a staunch right-wing person. She's anti-abortion. Huh?
T-hop.
She's T-hop.
As it's known.
Really?
No.
Oh,
The House of Pancakes.
I'm like, wait, what T-hop? What are you doing? Oh, yeah, T-hop. So, anyway, so she's anti-abortion, huge right-winger, and of course she's not in favor of gay marriage. So she thinks that it's a huge problem that American Christians are now becoming more and more accepting of gay marriage, and she thinks that
I didn't know they were.
I didn't know they were either. That's very surprising news to me, but apparently it's something that she's very concerned about. So she's saying that because of that, we're seeing more and more natural disasters, okay? Hurricanes, floods, tornadoes. It's all because gay people are getting married and because Christians are starting to accept it. So I want to read you a quote that she made back in July. She says, God is shaking. If anybody looks at the news and has just seen what's happening recently with floods, the fires, the tornadoes, God is shaking. Yeah, I think you have God shaking. Sure, you have the enemy shaking. You have both. And you have both, and I don't want to say, oh, that's judgment of God or that's the enemy. But the reality is God's judging us, and I think it's going to get worse.
This actually clears up a lot of stuff for me.
Good.
Because I had Shirley Phelps Roper on my show from the Westboro Baptist Church, and she was talking to me about the God shakes, and I didn't know if it was some kind of condition. I didn't know what it was, but there's a lot of talk about this God shaking thing going on.
Right. We actually have a video of her giving a speech, and I think that it's going to be fabulous, so let's watch.
You know how many of the denominations now are suddenly saying, oh, okay, we think it's okay now to have gay marriage. We think it's okay to have gay preachers. We've got other ones. They're all of a sudden going, oh, in the name of tolerance. And they're forgetting God's word completely in whole denominations. And you know what? God is not one that's going to wink at sin. He will come and shake everything that can be shaken. And God is a God of judgment. He is. And God is shaking. If anybody looks at the news and has just seen what's been happening recently with the floods, the fires, the tornadoes, God is shaking. Yeah, I think you have God shaking. Sure, you have the enemy shaking. You have things. You have both. And I would not want to say, oh, that's the judgment of God or that's the enemy. But the reality is God is judging us.
Who?
And I think it's going to get worse.
Who's the enemy? Who the hell is she talking about?
It's capitalized. It's a capital E.
You said it's the devil?
I don't know. No, I thought we would figure it out.
I don't know. I can't tell who the enemy is.
JR says it's the devil.
It's the devil, right? But it doesn't make any sense in that context. I mean, I don't want to start quibbling with her on logic.
She clearly knows much more about this than we do.
Rick Perry has made this woman the co-chair in Florida. That's going to be a great story throughout the campaign, don't you think, guys? That these people, that the leaders, the picked leaders in various states are going to make for great stories, because they are going to be some serious whack jobs working for Michelle Bachmann if her campaign ever gets on the ground anywhere except Iowa, or certainly Rick Perry, or a lot of these guys. They're just going to be some really dangerous folks in leadership positions for many of these candidates.
I can't wait to hear the explanations for why they're actually, other than whatever insane position they have, they're actually like really, really qualified for the job and really the right person.
What could she possibly be qualified for?